Hello, welcome back. Today we'll render the project we started last week. So this is a part 2 of what we started, and we'll just dive right into the rendering. But when we get into the render engine, which is D5, we will do some adjustment and then texturing again in there to make the work feel natural and realistic. So from my extensions here, I will click on the D5 render engine for it to open. We'll create a new project with D5 and wait for the software to open. Usually it comes with this interface as, do you want to start with a beginner's guide? Obviously not. So we'll close this one. This is D5, and then unlike any rendering engine, and this one gives you a real-time view of what you are doing. You will find it a bit easy placing things around and shifting and then moving things around as in how you want it. Pretty cool. When you open D5, we have the current file. You have to name the file here too. So you go to this button, which is the menus button. You click on it and then you go to file and then save. We save the file. I'll find a place and then save my file. Probably image study. And wait for it to save. With D5, this is where you set your camera. So the part where it is named scene list, you set your camera here, so you can add a camera here or create one here. You find the perfect angle that you want and then you set your camera. And then for you to navigate, you have your scroll wheel, middle mouse button, and shift your middle mouse button to orbit and shift to pan around. You add shift to your middle mouse and then pan around. Yeah, this is the navigation tools for D5. Now I'll find the perfect spot. Probably it can change. Perfect spot and then set a camera. Oh no. So I'll set my first camera. I can update it anytime I want to update it. On your left at the top is a button that says assets. When you click on it, the assets you can materials you can use for your scene and models, as well as particles, as well as scatter. Depending on what you want to achieve, then you go for the model or the assets that you want. We're not going to do a lot, but then we'll do some few adjustments with some few colors. So I go for my materials and I want to change the wood that we brought in, as well as the carpet and other few things, and then we are good to go. I'll click on assets again and look for wood. You have to get internet for you to download the kind of wood you are looking for. So I've already done some downloads, which I would prefer using them again. So you click on it, and when you go out to the scene, there will be an eyedropper that will help you to drop the material on the object you want to retexture. So I will just click the texturing for me. Looks pretty cool. So when you drop the texture on your right, other settings that you can go through. So we have your AI enhancer, you have your image, that is when you are ready to save it as image. You have your video, that is when you are ready to save it as a video. So this is how the image looks like. Beneath, whenever you click on anything here or at the top here, it will give you a setting below for you to adjust. So it will give you the resolution, which you can, aspect ratios, focal points, and then presets that you can use. It's equally to the resolution you want to save your project is in, and then you can adjust it. If you have a number in mind which you want to use, you can just key them in here. Yeah, the others will touch them later on as we go through the project. So basically that's that. Now I've done this wood right here. I would like to change this handle of the lamp to a dark metal. I'm going to look for metal, black metal. It says black matte metal. I click on it, and then you need to see it's actually selecting it. So whenever I select something, it has a black outline to it. That means you are actually dropping the texture on that item or that object. So I drop it, and this is how it looks. I'll equally change this wood. I'm going back to find wood. So I'm going to use this wood right here. Drop it, and I get this. I think I'm cool with this. And at the top here, you can find move and rotate here. So when you select an object, basically these items were brought in from Sketchup, so any adjustment that you want to make, you have to go to Sketchup and then do the adjustment. And then the moment you do the adjustment inside Sketchup, let's say I want to move this chair to the back. I've already turned on sync, so it is syncing whatever I am doing inside of Sketchup. Alright, now we have this thing fixed inside here. The next thing we are going to do is fix this blue metal here. We would like to sample the black metal we got in from this one to this lamp holder. We go for this eyedropper to sample the color, and then the moment I sample, there are options or tabs that have opened here, showing you can do other things as to the eyedropper you've selected. Now this is on the top, this is duplicate. I duplicate and drop it right here. Escape, and then it takes you out of the eyedropper too. The next thing we want to change is the carpet. We go back to assets, go to fabric, and carpet. The carpet we want to use is this one right here. Then we drop it. If it doesn't look cool, you can change it. Well, I think this is better. Escape to move out of the tool we just used. That's pretty cool. Now, the next thing to do is change the color of the mouse pad. And equally, I think I'm going to go for something that is a bit soft, so and this one will do. Okay. Right now we want to bring in light, and on the top there are buttons that for the first one it says add light. We're going to add light, and possibly a spotlight. Bring it in here, and now it is giving us properties where we can edit the light we've gotten, so we can increase the intensity, decrease the intensity, and then the area to which the light is covering or how it diffuses into the environment. We can also increase it or decrease it. And now the brightness, light source, videos, we can also increase it. So how soft your light is, how soft your light will be in your environment. I think this is pretty cool. Now, the next thing I want to touch on is my seats. I want to give it a leather color or a leather texture. Go back to assets and look for leather. I'm going to use this one right here. And when I click on it, it takes the color. Looks so good, but I don't want to maintain the brown feel of the leather, so there are properties. Usually when you go for into or anything inside SketchUp, any tool, the properties shows on the right, and at this point it is telling me the base color I have, the normal maps, the specular, the roughness, and the whatnot. And I can increase, stretch, increase, or decrease the texture and how it feels. You can either make it smaller or bigger. Now, base color map. This is where I actually have to change the color to white, from brown to white. When I click on this button right here, it will give me options, color options to choose from. So I'll drag them till I get whites. Not too white, but a little bit of white. I think I'm doing this. Now, if I go back into click on my camera, it will bring me back to the position where I started. And I want to edit the environment. So I will be turning this handle right here, and it will be taking me to the times of within the day. So this is clearly midnight. You are getting into the mornings, and we start seeing the sun up, and then we go back into the midnight. So we're doing like say 7 a.m. kind of. Then I would like to work around this color right here. So I pick the color, base color, then turn it down a little bit, make a copy and drop it, copy, copy, and drop it here. I think it was already dropped. Escape. Then I'll go back to my light source there. Bring the temperature to the oranges a little. So we're looking. Then I remember I created some shapes out here. This one is clearly another source of light. So I'll turn on Missy. I'll change my color from the whites to the blues. Now you see the room is getting a little bit of cold. And I can turn down the Missy to it. Go back to the angle of my I'm stepping a little bit outside. I brought in a window, so I want to also give the window, the glasses, a color and a different glass. For glass, so we go for this. Change it. Push it. Okay. Let's try and increase the size a little bit. Go back into my camera. Okay. And then now back to environment. Turn down the environment tool. Still have to work on this. The intensity of the light. Go like 5. Yes. I think I like this. Like something too dark. Then turn this down a little. And also work around this. I want a lot of warmth. Take this take this down. Already hits. No, I don't know what I want. Click on the screen here, turn on the mix here, and bring it down a little. Forward. Now I want to work with my seat texture again. I think now I want to go all white because my white is not so popping. Yes. So, oops. So the reason why this occurred is that I forgot to update my camera. So something like this is bound to happen. Early in the night. So I have to update my camera here. Update to then now it is updated. This is too bright. Still too bright. The feeling where to skin to the top. Okay. This is a bit cool. If you don't want any troubles, you have to keep on updating the scene. The last thing I think I am okay with what I have right now. The last thing I'll bring in is a guitar. In my other work there was this guitar working. And you have to get internet working before you can use their library. And I wanted to increase the size a little bit and push it forward. Bring it this way. Now go back to my scene again, and I think I am quite okay with what I have here. I don't know about you, but then I have to set another camera which will probably go this position. Yes, come to talk about camera settings. This is camera right here. So you click on it and then you see your camera settings right here. Your field of view, FOV, and your focal length. You adjust it to your preference. And your okay, I'm now seeing this actually, but I don't need it. I don't think I need it. And your depth of field, supposing this is my focus, so set focus. This will be my focus. And now I can increase, uncheck this, increase this number right here, this one, and so play around this one, and now see this is in focus and the others are out of focus. But I don't think I need focus right now, so I'll go back and set go back and then set my camera again. Now I am ready to export this one this project out as my final work. I'll go to image, and I want to render the work in the portrait view. So at this point, whichever resolution I pick here, I'll go to this option right here, click on it, and set the camera, because I might lose it. And turn it back on. I don't know which angle that. Obviously, I'm going to go with something like this, where a bigger part of my project is showing. Keep on turning it and rotating till I get most of the items in my work showing. And I'll update my camera. I can set other angles too. Create a new camera. The parts where it can show very well. Now, probably go an angle like this. Go close, I'll go closer. I'm supposed to turn it from the top to work. Let's see. Set that one more day. No, channels. We don't need channels, so we won't check it. And then from the base here, it says render. So I can just hit on the button and then it renders for me. So with the resolution or preset we went for was original, aspect ratio original, and then 4K. You can render as high as 16K, but I don't know what project at all you need 6K for, because your file size is very big. So render this position or angle as our final work. We'll probably add other things to it, other positions to it, and render them. So click on render, look for a location, and file explorer, and just drop it here. So now we'll wait for it to finish rendering, and yeah, that'll be the end of the tutorial. The render is done, and now it is telling me I should enhance the image with AI, which I'm not willing to do. Open folder which contains AI with the finished render and paste the file. So I'll look for my file and then open it. And now, yes, we have a beautiful rendered output in D5. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you picked one or two things out of this. Yeah, so I'll see you on a different project. If you have any comments, suggestions, concerns, you can reach me out on my socials or leave a comment.